We apologize for the technical difficulties. 2-2 the count here as we get started in the bottom of the third inning. None away, 1-0 still the score. So here's the pitch, and it's fouled off. The leadoff hitter for the Lions, number 22, Adam Baker. He'll be followed this inning by Ryan Groh, and then back to the top of the order with Curtis Clark. So that pitch well outside. 3-2 now. Full count. Droh still out there for the Newman Jets. He's been doing a great job so far. So that one's hit back to him. Walks it over, tosses it underhand, and records the out. One away here as Ryan Groh, the second baseman, now comes to the plate.
Ryan Groh. Thank you. Batting ninth, second base, number 11, Ryan Groh.
Groh's first at bat, that one's also taken back to the mound as Droh fields it, and 2 away now as Groh is retired on the first pitch. Curtis Clark, the leadoff man, and the right fielder, now take his cuts.
Right field, Curtis Clark.
Curtis Clark 0 for 1 today. That pitch outside, 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch, outside corner, strike one. 1-1 count here to Curtis Clark. Here's the pitch, shows bunt, but in there for a strike. 1-2 now.
Go out there on Monday, and then we'll come back on Saturday. Yeah, for a week.
Droh to the plate, high and outside. 2-2 the count now with 2 away.
Is it just y'all?
No, we got a bunch of people.
So here's the pitch. Trickle to third base, fair, bare hand grab, onto first, not in time. And the Lions have their first hit of the day. I think it's a hit.
Left field, Ben Kozma.
Ben Kozma, the number 2 hitter, now at the plate. As the official score has ruled that last at bat a hit for Curtis Clark. Clark with great speed at first base, as the Lions will try to get something going here in the bottom of the third. Clark 4 stolen bases on the season, but only played in 30 games. Here's the pitch to Kozma. That one low and outside. 1-0 the count.
She has like 4 bridesmaids that are going.
Leads from first, checked on by Droh.
I've got 4 groomsmen, but only my brother.
That's 1-0, still the count here.
Big party when I come back. All my groomsmen will be there. Like one of my brothers.
Here's the pitch. Inside corner, called strike. 1-1 the count.
Doesn't allow to spend it because he's just a single guy.
Kozma on the season, batting .250. So that pitch outside 2-1, batting .250, but batting in the second spot for this Lions lineup.
Drive her to work and get a rundown on it the week after we come back. It's for stuff down that's on the radio.
Here's the pitch.
He's on the line.
He's on the radio.
Just outside as the walk is issued. And runners now on first and second as Jordan May will come to the plate.
Charlie Parker.
And this two-out rally continues. Jordan May 0 for 1 on the ballgame
I'm hearing your live pulled out on the radio.
as Dro has pitched himself into a bit of a jam here,
Oh my God.
allowing the single and then the walk.
He talked about that.
Here's the pitch.
You a funny guy?
Yeah.
Bends it in there. Strike one.
Radio voice of the own show there, and he's also the voice of the missions.
No, he doesn't do the missions anymore.
He doesn't?
Stan Kelly used to do the missions. Stan Kelly actually still do.
Dro checks second onto the plate. Bounces in there. Curtis Clark almost broke. Well, he did break for third, but quickly scurries back to second. The count is now 1-1.
I don't think he hasn't really done any.
He's been doing that for an awful while.
Yeah, he doesn't think he does any other sporting events anymore. What happened to him in this game? Who, Stan?
Dro looks in. Comes set.
Still doing the
Here's the pitch. Swung on, grounded to short.
doing football.
On to second in time for the fielder's choice, which will end the inning.
I thought Andy Everett was doing
Two stranded, but no runs scored for the the Lions as they trail this semifinal game 1-0.
can't keep track. All I know is that
As you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
Left on base.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get ready to start the top of the fourth inning here. Longmore, the leadoff man, he'll be followed by Ollenberger and Ingroff. So that pitch is popped up and out of play
gave her
for strike one.
He was winning games. And that's what they...
Blake Brody still on the mound for the Lions as we get going here in the fourth.
in the SEC.
Ever since giving up that first run in the first inning, he's really settled down and has become very solid here for the Lions.
We wanted it to be good and all.
1-1 the count now.
Doesn't matter, man. Toughest division in college football.
Here's the pitch. Just outside. 2-1 the count.
He played football for us.
He played rugby for all that. He just went there. He's a full ride after him.
As that pitch
Fun was one brother.
grounded off to the first base side, snagged up by one of the Lions from the dugout.
Fantastic.
So the count is now
And I said, look, man,
2-2.
I was the same area. We never lost a football game.
Here's the pitch.
Said never lost.
Inside.
Good play.
I see you don't
3 balls now.
Yeah.
1 strike. Wind still blowing hard as it's blowing in from left field. 3-2 the count here.
I mean, I didn't think COVID. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Did I miss a foul?
Here's the pitch. This one lifted into center field. Jordan May comes on and makes the catch. It's one away here.
One.
The DH, Jordan Olenberger.
Jordan Olenberger, the designated hitter, now comes to the plate.
Henderson, we had football. No one was like fans. I mean, they really didn't go.
It's expensive.
Olenberger 1 for 1 in today's ball game as he sees the first pitch and likes it and takes it into right field. 2 for 2 now for Olenberger. It's now Shannon Ingroff will come to the plate. Jets already leading 1-0
Shannon Ingroff.
as they will look to extend their lead here.
It's actually usually not even good. Texas high school.
Rattlers coaching staff in attendance, doing some last minute scouting and watching the ball game here.
Can you pull up the internet on there?
There's no way we. No, I mean, we're not.
Here's the pitch.
Actually downloading.
Ball 1 in the dirt.
Do you want me to?
It's interesting, you look at the Rattlers coaches down there, and one of them's watching the third base coach, another watching the batter, another watching the base runner. You can tell who they're focused in on, maybe trying to steal a couple signs. As that pitch is launched into left field, but the catch is made. It hung up there too long, and the second out of the inning is recorded. And now Tanner Benson will come to the plate with 2 away and a runner on first.
Center field, Tanner Benson.
Did you go to Images?
Benson 0 for 1 on the ball game as his Jets lead by a score of 1-0. The appeal down to first base. He did not go around. 1-0 the count.
Yeah, they have a picture yeah, like I downgrade every year.
Here's the pitch. This one taken into center field. Jordan May coming in, charging hard, dives. It appears that he trapped it and took it on a hop as the catch was not made. So runners on first and second now. It's Jordan May once again almost dazzled us with another diving catch.
Off the order, for the Jets, Ben Wagner.
Ben Wagner now at the plate. Wagner, the leadoff man, 0 for 2 on the ball game as he reached on an air in the first and came around to score the only run of the game so far. 0-1 the count to him as he's dealt a first pitch strike.
My high school games or my high school for the state championship.
That pitch outside, 1-1 the count.
How did it turn out, Chad?
Showed up for high school.
How did it turn out?
What? Watch this drop 100 and one together.
1-1, 2 away, runners on first and second.
He was pretty good at basketball.
Here's the pitch.
That's pretty decent.
Drops just outside, 2-1 the count. I don't know. Oh, it's that one. I know it.
Oh, you know what? I'm not sure what happened when I went there. We were the #1 public school in the tournament.
As 2-1 the score here. As that fly ball is lifted into center field for Jordan May. Catch is made. As the side is retired. 2 hits there, no errors. Both men left on base. 1-0 still the score for the Newman Jets. As you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is MP Kokonos, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Yeah, welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth inning. Gone to the bullpen here in the broadcasting booth. Joe will be joining you again shortly.
Hey, I got the smart kitty one.
Still a 1-0 ball game here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Newman with 6 hits on the day, only 1 run to show for it. Really, Fort Smith still trying to get going on both ends of the field. 2 errors turned in and only 1 hit on the day.
What was the main source of drama for your girls?
This year? Okay.
And a ground out to short to start the inning here.
Not true at all. Each player you gotta treat differently.
And I'll bring up Jordan Ohlenberger.
I gotta give her a little more attention for one in the classroom.
Check that. Shortstop Nick Gum at the plate. That was Ben Smith grounding out to start the inning. Gum today, 1 stolen base. No official at-bats recorded. The lone hit so far recorded by Curtis Clark, who's 1 for 2. Number 5, the right fielder for the Lions. 2-0 count here for Gum. That one hits the strike zone for 2-1. He checks or puts down the bunt. He might run this one out, and he will. Throw not in time, so Nick Gum, a little bit of a surprise bunt there. Able to get hit number 2 on the day for the Lions with a 1-out single here to start the inning, and that'll bring up Christian Allen, the first baseman. 0 for 1 on the day. So really the best scoring opportunity, you might say, for the Lions in some time. Of course, plenty at stake in this game, an elimination game here in the double elimination tournament. Both teams have lost once. And Gum's going to try to take second. He's got it. He got a good beat on that throw, and the throw a little short and wide. So suddenly, Nick Gum putting the Lions in prime striking position here. As we said, bottom of the fourth inning of an elimination game. The winner advances to the Heartland Conference Baseball Championship tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. If the winner of this game wins that game, a second if game will be played 45 minutes after the conclusion of Game 1 for not only the Heartland Conference Tournament Championship, but also the automatic bid into the South Central Regional Tournament, likely to be played at Central Missouri over in Warrensburg, Missouri. Here's Allen at the plate, 2-1 count. Allen came into this tournament and that will be a ground out there. So we're looking at the stats there. Allen came into this tournament batting on the season .267, had 6 doubles and 18 RBIs, not able to add to that total there, and it brings up the catcher. Number 2, Austin Rawls, 0 for 1 on the day, batting .200 on the season. This one fouls off over by the dugout. 0-1 with 2 away. The good thing on that last out, though, is Gum does advance to third. Of course, with 2 away, no sac fly opportunities here for Rawls. But still a good scoring opportunity. And Gum trying to get a beat on that one low and in the dirt. But Marrero does a good job hauling that one in. He'll come out and talk with Groves just for a second here on the mound. Talk this one over with a 1-1 count. Gum getting a good leadoff over there at third base. Ready to pounce if any kind of pitch gets by Marrero at the plate. Rawls steps back in here. 1-1 count. Pitch painted the corner there for a big strike too. Good pitch by Brandon Drogs for Newman.
Oh, you mean the actual three? Yeah.
We got, I want to say Mariah and Low.
Try to throw the same pitch. This one just a little bit outside there. Moves the count to 2-2. Of course, both these teams have beaten St. Ed's in this tournament, knocked the Hilltoppers out quickly. And Rawls gets this one a little slapper. It's going to be trying to barehanded throw at third. And he was out and called safe. Crazy play there. So the third baseman gets the ball, makes the throw, picks it up with his bare hand, makes really a fantastic throw to first base. The throw in time. The umpire rules out, but you might have seen it on your screen there. The ball pops out of first baseman Corey Cowan's glove there at first base. So the run counts, and we have a tie ball game here in the bottom of the fourth. So Rawls with a big RBI on that one.
I thought he was safe even if he did put on that ball.
And the debate here in the press box already starting up that looked like he was safe even had the ball been caught. The umpire was pretty emphatic. Of course, we got a backup umpire over there behind him just in case. And this one hits the batter. It was an 0-1 count. He got drilled on the foot, it looked like. And so suddenly runners at first and second as Adam Baker heads to first base, and the Jets will talk this one over a little bit. We're going to send you to break real fast. We'll be right back here in the Heartland Conference Tournament. You're watching Rattlers Live.
So Res Live thought that we'd try to build some more morale in the halls, and well, we thought, why not use the Rowdy Rattlers?
1 more minute! 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 Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
We still have a few kinks to work out, but I like where we're going.
And welcome back. That pitch for ball one with 2 away here in the bottom of the fourth. You hear the wind picking up here. Good breeze rolling inward. It's Ryan Gross here at the plate, 0 for 1 on the day for the Lions. Only 1 home run hit in this tournament so far. Pretty surprising there. So not a lot of power being hit here at Incarnate Word Sullivan Field. That one's a big strike. 2-1 count. You know, we came into this thinking it might be a little bit of a hitter's park. St. Mary's Rattlers, of course, playing in a lot of pitchers' parks this year, most notably Wolf Stadium. Thought they'd come in here, maybe lose some of their prowess on the mound, but instead all the teams really doing very, very well. That one's inside for ball 3. We saw a 2-1 victory for the Lions earlier today, and then a 7-0 win for St. Mary's. Now we're caught in a 1-1 ball game. Yesterday's games were not much more higher scoring either, as the Lions fell 2-1 to St. Mary's. Although Newman and St. Ed's had a little bit of a higher scoring affair. I think it was an 8-4 ball game for Newman. So this moves to a full count for Groves, the second baseman. Still 2 outs on the board. A lot going on here with 2 outs for the Lions. And he hits this up the middle. Will the second baseman get a play on it? He throws it to first base. 4 out, number 3. So the Jets get out of the 4th inning, but not without the Lions tying it up at 1 apiece.
For the Lions in the 4th inning. 1 run.
The Lions in that inning. 1 run and 1 hit. 2 left on. We're still tied at 1. We're back in a little bit. So will Joe. You're watching Rattlers Live on Ustream.
What if,
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back for the top of the 5th inning. Joe Rodriguez here. Thank you, Chad, for stepping in for me for a little bit. 1-1 the ball game here now, as the Lions were able to tie it up. The Jets now looking to answer here. At first pitch, lifted into center field. Jordan May back, makes the catch. 1 away here.
One error, he's made like 6.
That's now Tyler Hancock will step to the plate. Hancock so far today 0 for 1, although he was able to reach on a walk. First pitch in there for a strike.
We're doing about 4 innings.
A pitch outside corner, strike 2 called. 0-2 now the count, as we're in the midst of another competitive ball game here and an elimination game. That pitch just outside. He appealed down to third. He did not go around. 1-2 the count. The Lions, of course, won earlier today in a 2-1 ball game. That was in walk-up fashion. That pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 3. As the second out is recorded. And now Marrero will step to the plate.
Catcher, Ruben Marrero.
Ruben Marrero, 2 for 2 today with the 1 RBI for the Jets. As the catcher steps in, swings on the first pitch, and that ball's lifted out of play. 1-0 the count.
Can't look at that. Look at It's funny, right?
Marrero calls time, steps out of the box.
Stop it with the video. I think you make sure you tell me to put a baseball video in if you have it.
Here's the pitch. That pitch bounces in front of the plate. And the count is now 1-1. Blake Brody with the pitch. Bunt shown by Marrero, and it's fouled off. 1-2 the count.
What's competition? I don't know if that would get the captions.
Brody to the plate. Bounces again. Pass Rawls. The count is now 2-2. Two away here for the Jets. As Marrero lifts this one into center field, May back, makes the catch. No runs scored, no hits, no errors, none left on. as the Jets go 1, 2, 3. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Charlie Meagle, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back here, fans, as we're ready to get started here in the bottom of the 5th. Lions up to bat as Curtis Clark will lead off here, the leadoff man. Bottom of the order, last inning, getting it done for the Lions. It's the top of the order now looks to pick it up. Curtis Clark, 1 for 2 on the ball game. He had that infield single to third base, the first hit of the ball game for the Lions at the time. It's that pitch high and outside, 1-0. After Clark will be Cosma and then Jordan May. That pitch also outside, 2-0 the count. Dro from the windup. Here's the pitch. Inside corner called, strike 1. This count is 2-1. Here's the pitch from Dro. In on Clark's hands as he fouls it out of play. The count is now even at 2 apiece. That pitch grounded weakly to second base. Throw on target for the first out. As Terrell Brown makes that play. Ben Cosma, the left fielder, now steps in. 0 for 1 today. Cosma also managed to draw a walk earlier. That first pitch in there for strike 1. This pitch lined off the first baseman's glove, almost picked up by Brown and flipped to the pitcher. As Cosma is able to reach. That was almost a 3 to 4 to 1 play, which would have been phenomenal.
Center field, Jordan May.
Jordan May now at the plate. May 0 for 2 so far today. Here's the pitch. Outside. 1-0 the count.
What?
Here's the pitch. In on May's hands. He's frustrated with himself as he pops that one out to second baseman Terrell Brown. Now Ben Smith will come to the plate as the Lions try to capitalize and get another run in here. Runner on first. Smith, the designated hitter, now stepping in. Here's the pitch. fouled back. That's 0-1 is the count. Smith steps out and adjusts his gloves.
Oh, that's next year.
Drove. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside corner called strike 2. 0-2 now the count.
Come on, G, we're going to have to whatever. So you got to get dressed in your
Appreciate y'all later, and I'll get
True. As the runner goes. Called the ball as Cosma is into second base, standing up. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 away here.
I have Michael Cooper behind me. Michael Cooper.
Runner goes again. This time it's lifted into center field. And Terrell Brown goes back out to shallow center, makes the play, retires the side. Score remains 1-1 as we are now heading to the top of the 6th inning. In this elimination, you're watching in this elimination game as you're watching the Heartland Conference Baseball Tournament on Rattlers Live. And welcome back as we start the top of the 6th inning here. Corey Cowan will lead off here as we will see Cowan, Longmore, and Jordan Olenberger this inning. Here's first pitch, outside, 1-0. Second offering, low and in the dirt, 2-0 now. The Jets jumped ahead 1-0 in this the first inning. The Lions came back, tied it in the 4th inning, so we're now in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. High heat there. So the count is now 2-1 for Cowan. That pitch popped up. Right fielder giving chase, but just out of his reach. 2-2 the count. Cowan stands in. Here's the pitch. Chopped to short. Fielded cleanly. The throw. Not in time. As Cowan looked like he wanted to turn to go to second, but slipped and fell as he retreats back to first. As now David Longmore will step to the plate.
Yes. Newman, yeah.
as that one is ruled a base hit for the visiting Jets. Longmore now looking to make something happen here for Newman, as they have their leadoff man on, showing bunt, pops it up, but it does manage to get down and out of play. No balls, 1 strike.
They said you call her off better, I guess. It's 21.
24, Longmore. I wrote it, I put Longmore on where I put the other one in, my bad.
Okay, just call me his parents.
Yes, that happened.
Cowan leading from first, Longmore at the plate. Showing bunt again, pops it up again. This one will come back and hit the back net. 0-2 now for Longmore.
Oh, where is that?
There is no.
Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2. Longmore 0 for 2 so far in today's ball game. As he lifts this one into center, Jordan May gives chase, makes the grab, and 1 away here now for the Jets. As the designated hitter Jordan Ohlenberger will now come to the plate.
38, Jordan Ollenberger.
It's not fast paced enough for me.
He's coming out tonight. A lot of great content set to come out here tonight on Rattler Athletics, featuring our St. Mary's Rattlers. Robin Johnson working away on an article about today's game, as Chad Peters also hard at work. This pitch fouled off, 0-2 the count. This game once again will decide who will play tomorrow in the championship game against the Rattlers. In order for the winner of this game to win, they have to win today and 2 games tomorrow, so 3 total games. As this pitch is taken to first base, throw over to second in time, on to first, just late. As that one will be ruled a 3-6 fielder's choice. Very close play there at first. So now Shannon Ingroff, the shortstop, will come to bat. Ingroff so far 0 for 1. Here's the pitch. Chop to shortstop, and it's booted and knocked down. As there will be an error on the play, as Nick Gum was not able to cleanly field the ball. It hit off the tip of his glove and went into the dirt. As this inning now extended, and Tanner Vincent, the center fielder, with a chance to have the Jets capitalize and go up on top. Time being called here as the Lions will have a conference on the mound. No one warming in their bullpen, so no pitching change in order. 2 away here, 2 runners on, and a 1-1 ball game. This elimination game, and that is in the top of the 6th. The before mentioned champion, the title game to decide the champion of the Heartland Conference will earn an automatic bid into the regional tournament. Winner of that tournament will then go to the national championship. As this pitch bounces away from Cowan, but not far enough away. 1-0 the count as the runners stay put. Brody working from the stretch. Comes set. Here's the pitch. Ball 2-0. As Rawls, the catcher, took a second to frame that ball there. Here's the pitch. Fastball a bit low. So the count is now 3-0. And Tanner Vinson, the number 9 hitter, in a count where he's likely to get a fastball. Let's see if he'll swing away here with Ben Wagner on deck. Showed bunt, but pulled it back, put the bat on his shoulder. 3-1 the count now. Blake Brody, check second. Comes to the plate. Ball 4 as Tanner Vinson has walked, and the bases now loaded for Ben Wagner, the leadoff man.
Top of the order. Left field. Ben Wagner.
Ben Wagner, 0 for 3 on the day, has scored a run as he is able to reach on an error in the first. Now looking to put the Newman Jets on top here. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called. No balls, 1 strike, 2 away here as the Jets look to jump ahead. Blake Rody with the pitch. Swung on and fouled off. 0-2 now the count as Blake Brody and the Lions now try to work their way out of this jam. You hear some noise being made from the Jets dugout, cheering on their teammate Ben Wagner. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off. Wagner stays alive.
I'm sure I've seen one, a couple.
Top of the 6th, 0-2 the count, 2 away, bases full. Ben Wagner at the plate. Blake Brody comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2 now. Bit of a waste pitch there, try to see if he could get him to chase. Brody looks in. This pitch lifted into right field. Sells under it, catch is made, and side retired. Bases left full, but no runs scored. 1-1, the ball game remains as we are now heading to the bottom of the 6th.
Charlie Migo, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, fans, as the Lions come to bat. Nick Gum, the shortstop, will lead off this inning, followed by Christian Allen and then Austin Rawls, the catcher. At first pitch, catches the outside corner, strike one. 1-1, still the ball game here as we play in the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. Bunt laid down the line by Gum. It's going to be close at first. He is safe as he beats the throw, and the Lions have their leadoff man on.
He's so weird, dude. Like, he's yelling.
Christian Allen, the first baseman, now steps to the plate.
Christian Allen.
That's the one who I call him the stop.
Pickoff play over to first, but Gum back in time. Christian Allen 0 for 2 so far on the ballgame. Nick Gum at first base already has 2 stolen bags on this game. Plus over to first. Dro throws over to check on him. Gum dancing over at first base. That first pitch finally thrown in there. Ball 1.
They'll probably 15.
Joe, check my count.
Pickoff play. Great move there by Dro, but Gum back in time. There goes Gum with the pitch. Slides in there. Safe. Under the tag. As he is now in scoring position. The Jets have 2 relievers warming in their bullpen, while the Lions have a righty tossing in their bullpen. 1-0 the count. Here's the pitch. Chop back to the pitcher, looks over to third, decides not to go there, takes the out at first. As Christian Allen advances Gum over to third base.
Catcher, Austin Rawls.
Austin Rawls, the catcher, now comes to bat. Gets a sign from his coach. We saw a squeeze play earlier today, but performed by the Rattlers. And we'll see if the Lions are thinking along the same lines. Infield in here. The batter bluffs towards home, but does not go. A pitch knocked down by Marrero. Almost lost it, but a good job by the catcher there to make sure the ball stayed with him. 1-0 the count with 1 away. We're tied in a 1-1 ball game here in the bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled back. The count is 1-1. Gum leads off in foul territory from third base. The catcher Rawls shows bunt, and looked like the squeeze was on as he lunged out for that one, but Gum able to scurry back to third base as he wasn't fully committed to that squeeze.
Come on. Hit the ball.
1-2
Why don't he hit?
the count with 1 away. Here's the pitch. Grounded to second base. They're bringing the runner home. There's going to be a play at the plate. In time as Gum is gunned down by Terrell Brown. The infield was playing in, and this game remains 1-1. Austin Rawls ends up at first base. But the terrific play there by Terrell Brown on the fielder's choice.
Third base, Alex Baker.
Adam Baker, the third baseman, now comes to the plate. Here's the pitch. Low and inside, ball one. Dro comes to the plate again. That one's in the dirt, and Marrero knocks it down again. 1-1 the count. Beg your pardon, 2-0 the count. As the home plate umpire takes his time to dust off home plate. Raw leads from first base. Here's the pitch. That one just low. Count now 3-0. Here's the pitch. Called strike one. 3-1 the count. That pitch inside, and the walk is issued by Dro, as now runners on first and second, as Ryan Groh will come to the plate.
Second base.
Groh 0 for 2 on the day, as the quick conference was about to break up on the mound, but now the coach coming in, and it appears a pitching change will be made.
Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I didn't see that, just heard it.
Or not. It appeared a pitcher from the bullpen was walking toward the field, but Dro will stay in there, as we are in the bottom of the sixth, 1-1 ball game here.
Second base, Ryan Groh.
It's like Jason Berry. Where's my music? You gotta get that music on.
Groh steps in. Here's the pitch. And he skies this one towards center field, toward Vincent. Vincent over, makes the catch, and the side retired. No run score, a great play at the plate to keep this one knotted at one apiece as we head to the top of the ninth, 1-1, as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
After 6.
This is MP Kokonos, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back as we're ready to start the top of the 7th inning. First pitch thrown in there by Brody for strike one.
And it'll be something like whatever happens, they'll probably go in like the fourth draft or something that same innings advance to the final game to play.
That pitch,
So it's
check swing by Terrell Brown, but didn't go around. 1-1 the count. Brown, of course, last inning made that outstanding play from second base to throw to the plate. Tag applied by Marrero to keep this ball game 1-1. 1-2 the count now to Brown. As that pitch bends in there, strike three swinging, and Brown goes down. Brown now 0 for 3 on the day, as Tyler Hancock will now step to the plate. Hancock 0 for 2 on the day. Hancock, the number 3 hitter, waiting on deck after him is Ruben Marrero. As that pitch out of the zone, ball one. Here's the pitch, and the lefty Hancock fouls it off. 1-1 the count, with one away here in a 1-1 ball game. Here's the pitch, as this ball is popped foul and out of play down the third base line. The count remains at 1-2. Hancock trying to hang in there.
not that, it's we're doing like video processing.
As Brody looks in from the set. Here's the pitch. Outside. Count is now even at 2-2. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Shallow left field. Charged on, and the catch is made. The out recorded there by Ben Cosma. 2 away, and catcher Ruben Marrero now coming to the plate. As Blake Brody looks for the quick 1-2-3 inning. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike one.
Should I wait for the call? Don't rub it. Don't rub it.
As appears the umpire took a shot there. He's walking it off now. A little stoppage in play.
Okay, man, there's 5 others. It's okay.
He's walking around shaking his head. A little bit queasy, I guess. As there will be a short conference on the mound, allow the home plate umpire to catch his breath. As he conversed with the first plate umpire and now with the right field umpire. A strange situation here. We'll get back to you when the situation is resolved. Right now we're locked in a 1-1 ball game, 2 outs here, and we'll be back with more Heartland Conference baseball on Rattlers Live.
So we all know times are tough nowadays, but it's gotten pretty bad. Even Rattlerman had to live on campus.
Oh, look at that. Right there. Shoot and... Oh! Hey, yo, bro, I gotta go to the restroom, man.
No, it's right over there, man.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Rattlerman, Alex told me that you've been shedding while he's in the room, and that's just not cool. Needless to say, it might not work out. But we'll keep trying.
This is Carl Neal, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, everyone. That situation sorted out as we have a new umpire at home plate. 2-1 now the count to Mario. Be interesting to see if the strike zone changes at all, or if any kind of change now that we have a new home plate umpire. But as we're in the 7th inning, these pitchers will have to make a quick adjustment. 2-2 the count for Mario with 2 away. Nobody on base. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. That's the end of the inning. We're going to the middle of the 7th inning. It's time to stretch. 1-1, still the ball game, as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
Just trying to justify your release.
And welcome back for the bottom of the 7th inning, as we're ready to get underway. Curtis Clark will be leading off for the Lions here. It's that first pitch, high and outside, ball 1. After Clark, we will see Ben Cosma and then Jordan May. The entire outfield for the Lions batting this inning. At strike 1 called there, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch from Dro. The bunt is laid down by Curtis Clark. He will try to lay it out, and safe at first base as he is on with a leadoff infield single. Curtis Clark once again showing the speed as he beats out another throw for another infield single. Ben Cosma, the left fielder, now bat. But first, conference on the mound here for the Jets. And it appears that we will have a pitching change here. One man on. Ben Cosma, I should say, at the plate. We'll be back after this pitching change with information on the new pitchers. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Tony Morano, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back, fans. Gage Daniels, the new pitcher for the Jets. Daniels on the year, a 2.19 ERA, a 2-1 record, also 13 saves on the season. As he fires in strike one there. Gage Daniels did pitch yesterday, so this will be a second straight day of work as the Jets are looking to advance into the championship round with the St. Mary's Rattlers. That game will take place tomorrow, Mother's Day, at 11 a.m. That pitch just misses, and the count is now 1-1. Curtis Clark, the leadoff man, on first base, and he is still Dro's responsibility. Has been Cosmo, the left fielder, now batting. There goes Clark with the pitch. Throw down to second is in time as the tag is applied, and one away here as Morano is able to nab Clark with the accurate throw.
What was the call on the pitch? The pitch was a strike, call strike.
1-2 the count as Ben Cosmo now bats with nobody on. That pitch bounces in front of Morano and evens the count at 2-2. Cosmo steps out, adjusts his helmet, and now he's back in the box. Here's the pitch. That pitch chopped to third base, just foul. Cosmo will have to return to the batter's box. Great speed by these Lions' top three hitters, as they are able to motor down the line quickly. That's probably why they bunt so well. They are able to bunt for hits, infield single for hits, and then Jordan May displayed the game-winning RBI double last game, as May fights this one off and stays alive at 2-2. Your partner Cosmo stays alive. So here's the pitch. Swung on and miss. Drop third strike. Morano fires down to first to Hancock. And Cosmo is retired. Jordan May now coming to the plate.
Jordan May.
The center fielder is 0 for 3 on the ball game, as he will look to once again get a clutch hit for these Lions. That pitch swung on and missed. 0-1 as May finds himself in a hole. That pitch outside, 1-1 now. Should May reach, then the designated hitter, Ben Smith, would follow. The pitch swung on and missed as Jordan took a huge cut at that one. He's looking to give it a ride. May a little bit of power. He did hit 3 home runs on the year while batting a .335 average. A pitch low and away, and the count is even at 2-2 with 2 away. Here's the pitch, and he drills him in the back, as May will now trot down to first base. Obviously not intentional there by Gage Daniels, as the Lions now have a runner on first with 2 away. Ben Smith, the designated hitter, now coming to the plate.
DH, Ben Smith.
You heard a fan yelling out, "No doubles." defensive alignment here for the Jets. So that pitch swung on and missed for strike one. Ben Smith, 0 for 3 on the day, like Jordan May. This count is now even at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lifted well out of play. As the count is now 1-2. Gage Daniels trying to work his way around a hit batsman. Jordan May leads from first. We'll see if he takes off with the pitch with 2 strikes and 2 away here. But that pitch swung on and missed as Ben Smith is retired. We're hitting into the top of the 8th inning. Score still tied at 1-1. The Jets strand 1. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back as we are starting the 8th inning. Newman now coming to bat and taking their swings. Here's the first pitch, which is high. 1-0 the count here. Brody's still out there for the Lions as he's working now from the set. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. Longmore at the plate. He'll be followed by Olenberger and then Ingroff. Is that pitch called? Strike 1, 2-1 now the count. Here's the pitch. Pitch is high, 3-1 now.
Newman. If Newman wins, Scott will stay and do stats.
Here's the pitch. Strike called. 3-1 now. Full count here. In a tightly contested ball game. This one shot towards second, but the catch is made. As Groh able to make that grab.
Right field, David Longmore.
David Longmore, the right fielder, now coming to the plate. As Cowan lined out there. Here's the pitch. That one hits Longmore. So he stood in there and took it. And will now trot down to first base. It's now Jordan Olenberger come to the plate.
The DH, Jordan Allenberger.
The home plate umpire and catcher having a brief conversation there. But now we're ready to resume as Jeff Allenberger, the designated hitter, steps in. Longmore takes his lead from first. At first pitch, just out of the zone, ball one. Allenberger 2 for 3 on the day for the Jets. He's been their hottest hitter. That pitch catches the outside corner. The count is now even at 1-1. Longmore takes his lead from first. That pitch low. The count is now 2-1. A pitch swung on, lifted out of play. The count is now even at 2-2.
Oh, that's right, because he traveled with the team, right?
Yeah, he flew separately. Says the thing like he'll get his flight delayed if they win.
Blake Brody comes set. Here's the pitch. This one driven to second base. Shortstop makes the grab. And the double play is turned. Score that one 6-4-3. The pitcher's best friend right there in action. As we will now head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Score still tied at 1. Lions coming to bat as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live. And welcome back as we get started here in the bottom of the 8th. Shortstop Nick Gum leading off here for the Lions. That first pitch bounced in. 1-0 the count. After Nick Gum, we'll see the first baseman Christian Allen and then Austin Rawls, the catcher. Here's the pitch. Inside corner, strike one called. Some crucial at-bats here. Lions 2 at-bats away, well, pending extra innings as Gum rolls out to the shortstop. 1 away here. Christian Allen, the first baseman, now coming up.
First base, Christian Allen.
Robin, do you?
Christian Allen 0 of 3 on today's ball game. That first pitch is called the ball.
I'll help you get help, so.
1-0, and Allen rips this one foul, and the count is now 1-1. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner. 1-2. Here's the pitch. This one golfed into right center field. And over to make the catch is Longmore. 2 away here now for the Lions.
Catcher, Austin Wall.
Gage Daniels, since he's come in, has been fantastic for the Jets. It's now catcher Austin Rawls will step in. Here's the pitch as he ropes one into left field and will be on base with a 2-out single. First pitch Rawls saw he liked. And now Adam Baker, the third baseman, will step in. Baker 0 for 1 on the ball game. Baker also on base earlier this game as he drew a walk. That first pitch, a ball, 1-0. Baker, the number 8 hitter, should he reach, we would see Ryan Grove, the 9-spot hitter. So that pitch in there for a strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. And it bends in there and manages to catch the corner. 1-2 now for Baker. Gage Daniels trying to strand the runner at first. So he comes to the plate. Just outside. Good waste pitch there. 2-2 the count. Bottom of the 8th inning. That pitch called a ball. Full count now with 2 away for Adam Baker. Here's the pitch. Runner taking off with it. It's fouled away as Baker stays alive. And we'll do 3-2 again.
Twitter's follow us, right? Twitter is, what do you say, follow us?
Yeah. Baker check swings that one foul into his own dugout. Everyone appears to be okay. It's Baker again, staying alive at 3-2. Throw down to first base. Checking on Allen. Nothing Newman. As Allen again will get going with the pitch here. 3-2, 2 away. Swung on and missed. End of the inning as Adam Baker is retired. We're going to the 9th. Still tied at 1 as the Lions strand one. And you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
Which yellow would you say is more likely?
This is Billy Richard. You're watching Rattlers Live.
Welcome back as we get ready to start the 9th inning. Blake Brody still out there for the Lions. One defensive adjustment made though, as number 10, Gordon Miller, has checked into the game.
9th inning, leading off for Newman. Shortstop.
Leading off for Newman is their shortstop, Shannon Ingroff. Their number 8 hitter after him will be Tanner Vincent, and then the leadoff man, Ben Wagner. Here's the pitch for Brody, lifted into right field, second baseman out, and makes the catch as the first batter is retired on the first pitcher. Tanner Vincent, the number 9 hitter, now coming to the plate. As we are going here in the top of the ninth.
What did you say? It looks cool out there. It looks cool on the podcast.
Oh, I meant like out there. But yeah, I just saw it. That's kind of what you said that. So that's why.
First pitch out of the zone, 1-0 the count with 1 away. That pitch just outside. 2-0 now for Vincent, as Brody will try to find the strike zone. Two and 0 the count. You can hear the chatter from the Jets dugout. That pitch thrown in there. 2-1 now the count. That pitch roped deep left field. Back and off the wall as Vincent is in at second with a stand-up double. That ball just narrowly missed going out as it went off the base of the wall. The wind still blowing in from left field. If it had been blowing out, might have gone out of the park. As now, Ben Wagner will come to the plate. But first, a conference for Fort Smith, as Brody has pitched 8 1/3 innings already. And it looks like that'll be the game for Brody. He is responsible for Vincent on second. We'll be back. We'll tell you about the new pitcher as soon as we come back. You're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
Top of the order.
And welcome back as we continue here in the top of the ninth. Ben Wagner will be facing Kyle Thompson. Thompson pitched yesterday an ERA of 1.08 and a 1-2 record as he was this team's closer this year and recorded 10 saves. One of 4 players in this tournament to record at least 10 saves as that first pitch is out of the zone, 1-0 the count. Thompson inherits Tanner Vinson, who is on second base and represents the leading run. That pitch fired in there, strike one, 1-1 the count now.
Do you know what the role of the fair is? Yeah. You do? I think that's why newscasts do it like that.
I know they're whenever.
I mean, now it's put on that side, right?
Yeah.
I think it looks good.
Here's the pitch. Right back to Thompson. He checks the runner at second, goes to first, and records the first out. As it will now be up to Terrell Brown, the second baseman for the Jets. 0 for 3 on the ball game.
Other persons that you got sunburn.
Thompson to the plate. Brown a swing and a miss. 0-1 the count.
Russ, I'm leaning back, and I was like, if I'm the PPO, I can lean back and go right out the window.
Thompson to the plate. Runner goes. As Brown fouls it off, and Vinson will have to retreat back to second. 0-2. Now the count for Brown as he finds himself in a hole.
Goes in and walk back to campus.
Thompson to the plate. Swung on and miss. As Thompson comes in and shuts down the Jets. Heading to the bottom of the ninth. The game still tied at 1 apiece. As you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
The Jets in the ninth inning.
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Number 1, Brian.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Leading off for Arkansas Fort Smith, number 1, Ryan Poganis. After Poganis, we will see Curtis Clark and Ben Cosma as Poganis takes his at bat for Ryan Grove. That pitch fired in there, strike one. 1-1 now the count. Here's the pitch, taken to first base underneath the diving glove of Hancock as Poganis on base. Curtis Clark now at the plate as you can hear the Lions dugout very excited right now. Run here means a walk-off victory for them and a berth into the championship game against the St. Mary's Rattlers.
Right field.
Curtis Clark, the right fielder. 2 for 4 on the day, both of those infield hits, showing bunt here. Pulls back. 1-0 in the count. Check over to first on Ryan. And he's back diving in head first. 1-0 the count to Clark. Here's the pitch. Bunt is laid down. It's a beauty. Clark out at first, but he advances the runner. Has now 1 away and a runner in scoring position for Ben Cosma. Cosma 1 for 3 so far on the ball game, along with a stolen base.
Left field, Ben Cosma.
The Jets struck first in the top of the first inning and led 1-0 until the bottom of the fourth, when the Lions were able to come back and score a run. The Lions looking to win in walk-off fashion. That first pitch a bit high and 1-0 the count. Ryan takes his lead from second. Here's the pitch. That one lifted high and into foul ground and out of play off the canopy, as the count now becomes 1-1. Morano gave chase, but not able to come up with it. As Gage Daniels trying to work his way around a leadoff single by Ryan Polymus. Here's the pitch to Cosma, and Daniels steps off the rubber.
Then I can do the 11. Do you think it'll only be 1 since it is Mother's Day?
Here's the pitch, and that ball's taken into center field. Polymus being waved around now. Now he's being stopped. That ball is cut off. The runner trying to advance to second, and he does. A risky move there, as really the runner on first base, not too important in this situation, but it does take the double play out of effect. And now Jordan May, who was the hero with the walk-off hit in the first game today, now once again at the plate. A sacrifice fly is all he needs. Conference will now take place between the manager and his closer on the mound. Jordan May, 0 for 3 today, but in the first game, the big story, the 2 great defensive plays, along with what he did in the clutch situation. We'll see if he can come up the same way in this game. And May is being issued the intentional pass. They'll load up the bases here and allow for the double play to be put back into effect. And Ben Smith, the designated hitter, will have the game up to him, the cleanup man for the Lions. Ball 3 there. As the bases will be full for Smith, who will just have to put the ball deep and in the air for the sac fly. The infield will be playing in, the outfield playing shallower. You hear the dugout cheering on Ben Smith here, yelling to him, "All you, kid," as it is his turn here. Gage Daniels to the plate. Outside, 1-0.
There's no way. There's a reason he's
To the plate. Chop to the pitcher. He has the play at home as they cut down Hogginus at the plate. 1-1. The game remains 2 away now. Great play there by Gage Daniels. Looked like he didn't really, a difficult play to hold, but couldn't have gone to any other bag as this game will resume. Nick Gum, the shortstop, will now bat. Bases still full, bottom of the ninth, 2 away. Nick Gum, 2 for 3 on the day, scored the only run so far for the Lions. This pitch taken towards short, on to first, in time, as we will go to extra innings. 3 away. Extra innings in the work. 1-1, the ball game remains as we are watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live. Top of the 10th as we get started. Tyler Hancock, the number 3 hitter at the plate. First pitch, swing and a miss. We have Hancock do this inning, after him Moreo and then Cowan. So 3, 4, 5 do up this inning. As that pitch, Hancock shows bunt but pulls back. 1-1 the count. Kyle Thompson back out there for the Lions. So that pitch catches the outside corner for strike 1. Strike 2. 1-2 the count. Hancock on the day, 0 for 3. Swing and a miss. Tag is applied. Strike 3. As Hancock is retired. Ruben Moreo now coming to the plate.
Catcher, Ruben Morero.
Morero 2 for 4 on the day. The 1 RBI for the Jets. That pitch in the dirt. Hits off the catcher, pops up. 1-0 the count.
So I guess it's been like uploaded HD.
Here's the pitch from Thompson. Just outside. 2-0 now the count. As Marrero digs back in, now in a hitter's count. And here's the pitch from Thompson. Breaking ball, called a strike. 2-1 now the count. After Marrero, we will have Corey Cowan. That pitch fouled off. And it'll even the count at 2 apiece for Marrero. Thompson looks in around the set. Here's the pitch. Marrero grounds this one to third base fair and will be taken unassisted by Gordon Miller. Corey Cowan. Now up to bat. 2 for 4 on the day is Cowan. Here's the pitch. Low in the dirt. 1-0 the count. Thompson looks in, comes to the plate. That pitch catches the outside corner. 1-1. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now the count. Cowan, a bit of a awkward swing there as it looked like he was tied up. Almost went down to one knee. That pitch. And Austin Rawls thought that was strike 3. Was ready to roll the ball back out to the pitching mound. 2-2 now the count with 2 away as we play in the top of the 10th inning.
Oh gosh. We have people on Facebook all wearing caps like that.
Here's the pitch. Strike 3 called there as the Lions able to shut down the Jets. 1-2-3 inning. We're heading to the bottom of the 10th. Lions a chance to win it as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live. Bottom of the 10th, first baseman Gordon Miller leading off for the Fort Smith Lions. He will be followed by Austin Rawls, the catcher, and then Adam Baker, the third baseman. First pitch in there, strike 1 called. As this pitch is hit foul, and the count is now 0-2. Gordon Miller, his first at-bat here today, was brought in as a defensive substitution. He replaced Christian Allen, who finished the day 0 for 4. 1-2 now the count. That's Gage Daniels working from the windup. That pitch bounces away from Marrero. 2-2 now the count. Here's the pitch. Outside, as the count has now run full. Gage Daniels to the plate and catches the outside corner as Gordon Miller is rung up. He started going toward first base, but now he'll head toward the dugout. And Austin Rawls, the catcher, will now step in. Rawls shows bunt, but he fouls it off, upset with himself. 0-1 the count. Rawls 1 for 4 today with the 1 RBI for the Lions as we play on here in the 10th inning in a 1-1 ball game. A pitch grounded toward Terrell Brown. He has it. Throw onto first is dropped by Hancock, but umpire said he had secured it, and the out is recorded. 2 away now as the Jets look for a quick inning. Adam Baker, the third baseman, will now step in. 0 for 2 on the ball game as he replaced Ryan Groh earlier. Correction, Ryan Groh was replaced by Ryan Ponganis. As Baker puts a charge in this one to center field. And the catch is made. 3 away. We head now to the 11th extra innings here at the Heartland Conference Tournament, which you are watching on Rattlers Live.
What's on base?
This is Tony Morano, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
And welcome back as we get going in the top of the 11th. David Longmore, the right fielder, leading us off for the Jets. So that first pitch outside, ball 1. Kyle Thompson still on pitching for the Lions as we are playing extra innings for the right to play the Rattlers in the championship round. A pitch bounces in, 2-0. David Longmore 0 for 3 on the ball game. We'll also see Ollenberger and Shannon Ingroff this inning, as the count has quickly run to 3-0, and the leadoff man, Longmore, looks to get on base.
Oh, that's how you know it's a leadoff. How you know when you
Pitch
stop.
called, strike one. This count is now 3-1.
I'm done. I'm out with
You guys play this if you want to.
Here's the pitch. Longmore chops it foul. The count is now full at 3-2. One of the Lions runs over to retrieve that ball. Longmore still at the plate as he rips a single into right field. And the Jets have their leadoff man on.
How many are they showing now?
Jordan Ohlenberger, the designated hitter, now comes to the plate. We'll see how the Jets play it. The third baseman playing in, expecting bunt, as Longmore takes his lead from first. Ohlenberger, 2 for 4 so far in the ball game. Bunt is showed, but he misses it. The pickoff play, the ball not thrown by Rawls. The count is 0-1. Ohlenberger trying to advance the runner into scoring position here, as Shannon Ingroff, the shortstop, will follow after him. Bunt shown, and is not laid down, fouled off. 0-2 now the count, as Ohlenberger unsuccessful in laying down the bunt. 0-2 count. We'll see if they risk him still trying to bunt here, or if he's swinging away. Thompson looks in. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown, and he lays it down, foul ball. And the foul off bunt with 2 strikes. And Ohlenberger will now head back to the dugout as the first out of the inning. Shannon Ingroff, the shortstop, now at the plate. Ingroff 0 for 3 on the game. David Longmore still on first base as he led off with a single to right field. Here's the pitch. Strike one called, inside corner.
And to help this game reach a conclusion, we will select one fan from each stand to represent each team. We'll have one salute. Whoever hits
Check over to first on Ohlenberger. Longmore, beg your pardon. He's back in time.
We'll start every side of the inning out with one person on base. Every inning, as it progresses, we will push them further along.
Here's the pitch to Ingroff as he takes it to second base. Could be 2, 4 to 6 to 3. The double play as we are now heading to the bottom of the 11th. Still knotted at 1 as you're watching the Heartland Conference Tournament on Rattlers Live.
This is Tony Morano, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Ryan Pongonis, the second baseman, leading off for the Lions. Pongonis, the pinch hitter, 1 for 1 so far today. As here's the pitch. The appeal down to third, not given by the umpire. It's 1-1 the count here. That pitch catches the outside corner, called strike 2. After Pongonis, we will have Curtis Clark and Ben Cosma. Here's the pitch. Pongonis, 1 hopper to short, on to first. And the scoop by Hancock has 1 away here. Curtis Clark, the leadoff man, will now head to the plate. 2 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Top of the order. Right field, Curtis Clark.
The Lions will have to walk off for the second time today if they want to advance to the championship round. Strike 1 called to Curtis Clark. Clark able to get on earlier, but was thrown out on the base pass. So that pitch bounces in there, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch, and that one's taken into right center field. Could be extra bases. Big turn here, and he will motor on to second. In there diving head first is Curtis Clark as a spark of life here for the Lions. And once again, it'll be Jordan May at the plate. Last time issued an intentional walk. We'll see what they do here with him this time. Runner in scoring position. That'll be ruled a single with the runner advancing to second on the bobble. Ben Cosma at the plate, beg your pardon, as Jordan May is waiting on deck. Strike 1 swinging. As Cosma steps back into the box. That pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Curtis Clark off to a lead at second, being held by Terrell Brown. The Lions looking to advance to the championship round to play St. Mary's University. Here's the pitch. In the dirt, 1-1, but 2-1 now the count. Cosma 2 for 4 so far on the ball game with the 1 stolen base and 1 walk. As the 4th seeded Lions looking for another upset. Here's the pitch, swung on and missed. The count is now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Runner goes or bluffs towards third. Now retreats towards second. And we will have a full count with 1 away here. Curtis Clark, you could hear his teammates yelling at him, nobody, telling him to get out to a bigger lead because nobody was holding him. As Clark trying to get off so that in case there is a single, he could possibly score here and be the game-winning run. Gage Daniels steps off the rubber. Now back onto it. Cosma adjusts his helmet. Now steps into the box. 3-2 the count. 1 away. We're playing in the bottom of the 11th. Here's the pitch. Taken into right field. And the catch is made. Throw to second. Not in time. as Curtis Clark had made his way about 3/4 of the way to third base. And now it'll be Jordan May who got the walk-off hit last game.
Jordan May.
Another conference coming to the mound here, as we will see if the strategy will remain the same to walk Jordan May. Jordan May, 42 RBIs, far and away the leader of this team. The .335 batting average and the 3 home runs, as he is looking to give the Lions another victory here today. 2-1 the score in the first game that we had today. That was between the Lions and the Hilltoppers. The 2-seed Hilltoppers eliminated in 2 games. The Rattlers took the second game of the day against these Jets by a score of 7-0. And now here we are in the bottom of the 11th inning. 1-1 the score. And it looks like they will pitch to Jordan May. 2 outs here. Here's the pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Gage Daniels checks over to second, and Curtis Clark. Here's the pitch. Strike 1 called, and we're even at 1-1. Jordan May steps out of the box and now steps back in. 0 for 3 on the day is Jordan May, as Ruben Barrero calls time, wants to make sure that him and Gage Daniels have the correct pitch. 1-1 the count. If necessary, Ben Smith waits on deck. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the 11th. 2 away. Clark leads from second. Here's the pitch. Outside corner. Strike 2 called. 1-2 the count. It looks like May disagree with that call, as the home plate umpire barks back at May. As May steps into the box. May, the senior for these Lions. Here's the pitch. Swung on to Hopper Terrell Brown. Throw over to first in time as the side is retired. We're heading into the 12th inning. 1 runner left on base. 1-1. Still the ball game as you're watching Heartland Conference Baseball on Rattlers Live.
This is Charlie Meagle, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Aston Freeman now on pitching for the Lions. The freshman from Scranton, Arkansas.
Whoa!
Aston Freeman, an ERA of 4.13, a record of 3-2 on the year. A total of 13 appearances this year and started 2 of those games. Struck out 22 in 28 innings. We're in the 12th, first pitch, strike 1.
Are the errors right, Jim?
Oh yeah. It's been a juggle.
Here's the pitch. That one skips away. 1-1 the count. Leading off, Tanner Vinson for the Jets of Newman University. Last time up, Vinson had a double. He's 2 for 3 on the day. So that pitch misses. 2-1 now the count.
What's the count?
I don't know, you're too busy giving me a hard time to pay attention.
Sorry,
Here's the pitch. Swung on, chop to second base, and it's booted as Vinson will reach. Ben Wagner, the leadoff man, now up. Wagner, 0 for 5 today.
It's gotta be a hit.
I was thinking a bad hop.
I think it's a hit. I think it's a hit.
Wagner, the leadoff man, the only run scored today for the Jets. Time being called here as a conference will take place with the young freshman on the mound. An error charged to the second baseman on that last play.
Sometimes music fits
Once again, a tightly contested ball game here. We are playing in the 12th inning. 1-1 the score, as the winner gets the right to play St. Mary's University in the championship round. That game will take place at 11 o'clock tomorrow, as this game has just gone over the 3-hour mark.
Or he was like, oh, I'll play,
Well over 20 base runners left on base in this game combined between these two teams. Ben Wagner at the plate. Here's showing bunt and foul ball. Strike 1. Aston Freeman, the young freshman, already in a predicament with the leadoff man reaching off of the air by second baseman Ryan Ponganis.
like trying to try to play on it where it wouldn't be like
Play on words.
yeah.
If you want to read
from Jay.
1-1 the count.
Hey, if you dish it out, Robin, you gotta be able to take it.
Bunt being shown here, and is pushed down the first base line, foul. 1-2 the count now. We'll see if the Jets now allow Wagner to swing away, or if he will try to lay down the bunt still.
Yeah. If you want to see really, really good rap, he has all the stuff archived online. And there's no one that can charge for it.
Throw over to first. Back in time is Vinson. As the Jets, the away team, looking to jump ahead. 2-1 here. Here's the pitch. The bunt laid down to the pitcher. He'll throw over to first as Ben Wagner does his job, advances the runner. And now Terrell Brown will come to the plate with the runner in scoring position. Terrell Brown 0 for 4 on the ball game today.
Terrell Brown.
Yeah, I tried to I don't know, I remember like one time I said Billy Jeans, but I thought it was different and
Brown, the number 2 hitter, the second baseman, made a great play to cut down a runner that would have won the game for the Lions earlier. As that pitch is fired in there for strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Brown. Here is dugout making noise, encouraging here. Runner bluffs toward third. That pitch inside. 1-1 the count.
You know, we should create a system like that where, you know, when the out pitches on button, the same will start after the board.
Here's the pitch. Brown swing and a miss as he was tied up on that pitch. 1-2 now the count.
I really thought I dodged the extra inning. That was not one of you. I thought I dodged the extra
oh yeah,
The freshman, Aston Freeman, looking in. Working from the stretch. He comes set. Check second. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Shot foul down the first baseline. As the count remains 1-2 for Terrell Brown. Tanner Vinson leads from second. A chance to put the Jets ahead. The last run they scored was in the first inning. We are now in the 12th, as the count is now even at 2-2. Terrell Brown back in the box. As here's the pitch from Aston Freeman. Inside corner, strike 3. Terrell Brown is rung up. Has 2 outs now, and it'll be up to Tyler Hancock.
Third base, Tyler Hancock.
Tyler Hancock 0 for 4 today, as Tanner Vinson leads off of second. And the intentional pass will be granted to Tyler Hancock. Runner bluffs towards third, but does not go. Hancock 0 for 4 on the ball game. The combined top third of the Newman University Jets lineup is 0 for 14 on this game. But they are opting to walk Hancock and instead pitch to the catcher Ruben Marrero, the senior. As Ruben Marrero now steps to the plate as he looks to put the Jets ahead here.
Catcher Ruben Marrero.
Ruben Marrero, the catcher, 36 RBIs on the season, batting .352 this year, and already 2 for 5 on this game with the 1 RBI that the Jets have. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
Okay, Ruben, you will get a base hit right here. You can never wear black socks again.
1-0 the count. Hassan Freeman, the freshman, facing the senior Ruben Marrero here. as we are in the top of the 12th.
Card carrying membership in navy blue soccer wearing club. Oh,
Freeman steps off towards second.
That was pretty cool and calm.
As Marrero now digs back in. 1-0 the count. Hassan Freeman toes the rubber. Check second. Runner going to third. And there is no throw as the leading run advances 90 feet closer to scoring. Benson now on third. Hancock leads off of first. Marrero at the plate. 1-0 the count. 2-0 the count, I believe. Here's the pitch. Low, and the count now runs to 3-0. Freeman looking in. Here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner. Strike one. Freeman to the plate. As fielder indifference as Tyler Hancock takes second base. 3-2 now the count as we play in the top of the 12th. Senior Ruben Marrero at the plate. Here's the pitch. Marrero takes that one to short. Throw over to first in time as we now head to the bottom of the 12th. 2 runners left on base for the Jets. The Lions now coming to bat as you're watching the Heartland Conference Tournament on Rattlers Live.
in the 12th inning.
This is Jonathan Perez, and you're watching Rattlers Live.
Wait, hold up, wait.
So we get set to play in the bottom of the 12th inning. 1-1, still the score here. As here's the pitch. Catches the outside corner, strike one.
Are you making another food run?
Oh my god. Wendy's phone.
Breakfast run, we're going so long.
Monkey's phone.
Gage Daniels out there
It's a big one.
working with 5 innings already underneath his belt. It's that pitch outside, 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Inside, 2-1.
Turns into a home run derby.
Yeah.
My eyes aren't working anymore. That's not 12, that is 17.
Here's the pitch. Bounces in there, 3-1 the count.
Obligated through midnight, so.
That's true. After that, I turn into then after that, I turn into Jake Toad.
Taylor Shady taking over for Ben Smith in the designated hitter spot as he is taking his first swings of the day. Ben Smith finishes the day 0 for 5. Here's the pitch, and Shady earns the walk in his first plate appearance.
We're going to see a sack bunt move this guy over to second base.
Nick Gum, the shortstop, now coming to the plate. Gum, 2 for 4 on the ball game. He scored the only run so far this inning for the Lions, as he will go over and have a conference with head coach Dale Harpino.
Chad Wilson.
So anyway, how it interviewed him, he didn't get any hits or have any
Gage Daniels working from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown by Gum, and he lays it down. Play over to first by Daniels as the sacrifice is successful, and Shady moves over to second base.
You know, like, if I think sometimes if it
Gordon Miller will now come to the plate. As he is playing first base now. 0 for 1 so far on the ball game. Miller on the season, batting .231. Talk to our statistician. These two teams have combined to leave 27 runners on base. As that first pitch is fouled off for strike 1. Waiting on deck after Miller will be Austin Rawls, the catcher. A pitch swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Oh, and 2 the count, 1 away. Shady leads off second. A pitch outside, 1-2 the count. We are playing in the bottom of the 12th inning. Both teams have scored 1 run on 9 hits. The Jets have committed 2 errors, while the Lions have committed 4. Here's the pitch to Miller. He takes this one to second base. Fielded by Terrell Brown, over to first. In time to Hancock, as the runner advances 90 more feet. And now with 2 outs, a runner on third base, the catcher Austin Rawls will come to the plate.
Catcher Austin Rawls.
Austin Rawls, 1 for 5 on the day with the 1 RBI for the Lions. Here's the pitch. Strike 1, swinging. Rawls, like many of these players, absolutely dirty jersey. Both of these teams playing in their second game of the day. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. As Gage Daniels blew that one by him. Shady leads from third, the winning run, as the Lions look to walk off for the second time today. This one taken up the middle and will get through. The Lions win, and they will go to the championship round to play tomorrow. Another upset as the Jets, the number 3 seed, are beat by the 4 seed. Austin Rawls, the hero in this game, as he has picked up both RBIs. The Lions win their second game of the day by a score of 2-1. The final line: 1 run on 9 hits, 2 errors for the Jets, 2 runs on 10 hits, 4 errors for the Lions, as they will move on, play in just over 12 hours, and on Mother's Day for the championship. If they win that first game, we will play another one 45 minutes right after that. Exciting fashion once again for the Lions. The season over now for the Jets. Heartbreak. But the Lions looking to earn an automatic berth into the regional tournament. The winning pitcher on the day is Kyle Thompson. Thompson went a total of 2 2/3 innings Blake Brody Ossable, a notable outing, only allowed 8 runs and 1 hit on the ball game. The losing pitcher for Newman University is Gage Daniels, went 5 2/3 innings, gave up 5 hits and a game-winning run. An exciting game, a thriller, as we went 12 innings. We will see you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. We will be broadcasting that game. For Chad Peters, Robin Johnson, Scott Fonger, I'm Joe Rodriguez, and this has been the Heartland Conference Tournament on Rattlers Live.